when you click on a Wild Ride Clips channel video, you know you're going to get something juicy. And when you buy products from Native, you know you're going to get something good. Thanks to Native for bringing you this hot, juicy clip.
She didn't let go until she knew you were going to be okay.
And then we had her ashes sitting on the top shelf in this closet.
We had never talked about, like, we knew that as a family, we're kind of not that big on cemeteries because you're taking up, you know, a plot of land that'll never be usable for anything else. It seems, and it's creepy.
It's
just, you know,
the exact reason Steve hates cemeteries.
It's so creepy, funny. You know. It's
counterproductive. It's creepy, and it's wasteful. Like an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Mm-hmm. You know, burial makes the whole world a cemetery.
So we knew we were going to have her. We knew we were going to have her cremated, but we didn't know what to. I didn't know what to do with these ashes. Like, I mean, we didn't have like a vault or anything. And she didn't have a particular place that she loved. Sure. We didn't have. You know, we've moved around so much growing up that it wasn't like we had a really special place on the globe where you could like put a push pin and that was like our place.
And so Dad, like it had been like a number of years. The mom's ashes were just in this closet, and our dad goes to some psychic, and out of nowhere the psychic says, "Hey, your ex-wife needs to be set free or
released or something.
Released, like her ashes, like being in the like
her soul or spirit is stuck.
Needs closure." And that was just like, dude, I've got major goosebumps just saying that. Like, that's pretty specific, you know, like the ashes, like to refer to the ashes. So in December of 2011, Cindy and I finally. Right,
well, by then you had started surfing.
Well, no, and. When I pissed somebody off really badly when I was in rehab in 2008. There was an older guy, and we were in some group, and I was like, you know, I just said, for some reason in this group, I said, I never want to snort anything again in my life except maybe a line of my mom's ashes. I'm just being like, well, I don't even know what the fuck. And this old guy was like very offended by that. Well, yeah, I never actually meant to snort my mom's ashes. But in December of 2011, Cindy and I like paid for like a charter boat to go out and scatter her at sea. Yeah. And it just so happened that when
a gust of wind.
Well, yeah, it was choppy seas. It was windy as hell. I go out in the back of the bow of the boat and throw the ashes, and the wind fucking blows her ashes into my face, and I was like just happened, and I just started laughing. I was like, I just snorted my mom's ashes.
Mom would have gotten a kick out of that. Yeah, I mean, it was sort of like everybody likes the ocean. And
sure. You can't go wrong with the ocean.
No matter where we are, you know, it's a place that we find spiritual. And right. Steve now surfs on it regularly.
This was December of 2011. I snorted her ashes like by accident. We come back and it was just so choppy and such a nightmare, honestly. And we got back. We drove separately.
And we also burned her journals from AA and her amends and inventory and stuff. Like, just kind of let her, all of that stuff go in a bonfire.
Cool. And this gnarly picture she had of her mom all drunk and remember. But as we got back to the dock, you know, the parking lot where we went on this charter boat. I'm sure we were in separate cars and we drove, you know, back home. As we pulled away, the only time in my life that I can ever remember seeing two completely distinctly separate rainbows, like just so pronounced. And like we drove from scattering our ashes, and I was just like looking at these They were huge, and there were
And you're not
two
saying
of them.
one double rainbow. You're saying a rainbow here, and then over there, there's
Right.
another rainbow.
Yeah, I mean, they were so distinctly separate.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And I like it. It was very impactful to me. I thought, wow, like that's one rainbow for me, and it's one rainbow for Cindy. And it just so happened that the very next month, January of 2012, I went on tour to Hawaii, and like someone's like, dude, you want to go surfing? I'm like, dude, it's the last thing I want to do is go surfing. But I was like, oh, all right, and I had so much fun. I had so much fun.
You caught the bug.
And then I caught the bug, and then so we'd scattered mom in the ocean, and then from that point on, all I wanted to do was be in the ocean. I just fell in love with surfing. I surfed all the time. And whenever I was in the ocean and saw a rainbow, like that.
Hey, Ma.
Big moment. Yeah.
Yeah, that was always like a big thing.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Super
so
cool.
rainbows are my deal. If you go to nativedeodorant.com and use the promo code STEVO, you get 20% off your first order. And like I said, man, this company, they're good people. They do the right thing. They don't harm animals. They only use quality ingredients that are good for you. There's no aluminum. I just love them, and I want you to support them. I want you to smell good and feel good. So one more time, go to nativedeodorant.com and use the promo code STEVO for 20% off your order and to feel good about smelling good and supporting good people.